these just this morning.
And another delivery coming at noon.
You know, retailers think this season is about shopping, but I am convinced people love to give. Okay, let's start by sorting out the dolls and trucks.
Okay, we're gonna need another room just for soccer balls.
Well, Monica, as the song goes, Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year.
Well, the second verse should say it's crazy. I woke up with a piece of Scotch tape behind my ear.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
Oh. You know, this must be what the North Pole feels like.
But with no elves to help out.
We have elves. Our elves are the volunteers who are going to wrap gifts with us at the festival today.
Okay, okay. I'm just glad there's a month before you leave for Valdonia.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I would never leave you with all this work, 100-year anniversary or not.
Okay, I can hear the phone, but I do not see it.
Festive Heart Foundation.
Hi, is Lindsay there?
This is she?
We've run out of gifts at the hospital,
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
and we have the gift exchange this afternoon.
You know what? Leave it to me. I can be there in 30 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
See you soon.
Where are you going? The festival is this afternoon.
Oh, new patients just arrived at the Children's Hospital, and they're having a gift exchange today. So, you know me. I can't stand the idea of a child going without a Christmas gift.
Well, we will hold down the fort.
All right.
Got enough?
I'll be back soon.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Between us girls, you just witnessed why that woman only has bows and wrapping paper in her life. I think we have twice as many gifts as last year.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Okay, we're getting low on bows. I have some more in the van. I'll be right back.
See the blazing new before us, fa la 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 la.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, isn't it, Your Highness?
Willard, you need to rethink your retirement. I think you would miss your foundation work far too much.
You could be right. I've decided to postpone my decision until after our 100th anniversary celebration.
Much larger than I expected.
Yes, sire, it's quite delightful, isn't it? I'm glad you decided to join me in seeing it this year.
Remind me, the person who manages the New York branch is...
Lindsay Peterson. Not only does she serve more children at Christmas than any other manager, this festival was her idea as a way to involve the entire city in the giving.
It is something, isn't it? Perhaps we should split up to take it all in.
Indeed.
Willard,
Yes.
remember, I'm just the foundation representative today. Don't want to make people unnecessarily nervous.
Yes, sire, it's your foundation. Whatever you wish.
Thank you.
Oh.
Pardon me.
No, I'm sorry. I wasn't looking.
Let me help.
You know, I think I can gather them myself.
Am I being more of a hindrance than a help?
Well, I'm not normally one to discourage a volunteer, but in this case,
I confess, I don't know much about Christmas bows.
oh, they are the perfect touch to a wrap gift.
Oh, come to think of it, I've never wrapped a gift.
Never? What do you do at Christmas time? You just hand someone their gift in the shopping bag?
Oh, well, I don't really shop either.
So you don't wrap? You don't shop?
No.
Not the giving type?
Oh, I wouldn't say that exactly.
You do know you're at the Festive Heart Foundation's festival, right? Where the whole point is kind of giving and wrapping.
I am aware.
Oh, well. Then you have come to the right place because I think we can repair that Grinch heart of yours. You know, just come over to the table. I will personally teach you how to wrap a gift.
Grinch heart.
Hey, more bows. Oh. Goodness, those look so amazing. Thank you, everyone. Oh, Mr. Harlow. We were hoping that we'd see you in New York this year. Merry Christmas.
Lovely to see you again, Miss Peterson.
Mr. Harlow? The Mr. Harlow?
Monica, please let me introduce you to Mr. Willard Harlow, International Director for the Festive Heart Foundation.
I'm sorry to come unannounced, but with all the planning for the anniversary gala in Valdonia, I wasn't sure I would make it. You've done very well, Miss Peterson. It represents the heart of the foundation perfectly.
Thank you so much. Your opinion means a lot to me.
Now, if you allow, I think I'd like to wrap some toys. Nothing like it to put one into the Christmas spirit.
Sounds like a splendid idea.
Allow me to introduce my colleague, Mr.
Grinchard. Mr. Grinchard.
Welcome, Mr. Hart.
I'm so terribly sorry. I had no idea that you worked for the foundation.
I wouldn't worry. Santa's naughty list may not be completed yet. You said you would teach me. Shall we wrap some toys?
Sure.
Oh. That makes 8. How many are left?
Too many, but you're really getting the hang of it.
I must say, that was a stellar experience.
Sometimes when I'm wrapping a toy, I remember I'm becoming a central character in a child's Christmas story.
Ladies, the festival is magnificent, but we will leave and let you return to your work here.
Oh, it was so great having you.
Before flying back to Valdonia tomorrow, may I come by the office in the morning and speak with you?
Of course.
Thank you for all your hard work on behalf of the royal family.
It was really wonderful having you.
Okay. I know he works for the foundation, but he must be an accountant or something. Those are some of the most haphazardly wrapped gifts I've ever seen.
I know. Don't worry, I'll rewrap them tomorrow.
Can't deny, though. Cute accountant.
You know, don't you, Lindsay, that your branch of the foundation serves more children than any other.
Well, New York is a big place.
Not as big as the world.
The world.
I know this is terribly last minute, but I am hoping you will come to Valdonia earlier than planned.
Earlier?
I've decided to invite several branch managers to assist me with the anniversary gala.
Okay, well, how much earlier?
The flight leaves in a week. Please come. I believe you have a lot to contribute to the future of the foundation.
Well, it's just...
She'll be there.
We should be getting to the airport.
Miss Peterson.
Lindsay.
Lindsay. I can't seem to find the gifts I wrapped. I remember it was a distinct snowman wrapping paper.
I haven't taken all of the gifts out of the van yet.
Oh, that explains it. Thanks again, both of you. Perhaps I'll see you in Valdonia.
Goodbye, and thanks again.
I think that accountant likes you.
Oh, not anymore. He just saw his wrapping paper in the recycling bin.
1 week. You've got some shopping to do.
How can I possibly go early? Okay.
Okay, traffic is brutal, so we should leave a few minutes early to get to the airport. Is that all you're taking?
Yeah, okay, so I left detailed instructions on your desk, and every single neighborhood has been labeled and
Okay,
alphabetized.
dial it down, control freak. I've worked with you for 3 years. I think I can manage.
Yes.
Please tell me you at least packed a gown for the Christmas gala.
No, I packed my red dress.
Lindsay, this is the trip of a lifetime. Please don't make me inspect the contents of your suitcase.
What? You're making a bigger deal than this is.
Okay, what is this about? Is it your mom? How did she take the news that you won't be home for Christmas?
Great. She told me to have a wonderful time, and then she booked an island getaway with her friends.
Obviously, you need me to tell you what this is about. I heard you talking to that woman at the festival, saying that you just wrap gifts for a living. You always sell yourself short. You downplay your talent. So, now the foundation is giving you some recognition. You're doubting yourself.
Monica, come on, these people are royalty. Mr. Harlow runs a global charity. I'm just some girl from Brooklyn.
You do Brooklyn proud. You have one of the finest hearts I have ever known. And now you get to spend Christmas in a kingdom. Stop worrying. I'll make sure the kids get their gifts.
Okay, thank you. Oh, and speaking of gifts, you know what I always say.
One to keep and one to give.
This is yours to give. I mean, it's just cookies, but I'm sure you'll find someone who could use the joy of gingerbread this Christmas.
Okay. This is for you to give.
Okay.
No peeking. You'll know when you find the person that needs it.
Okay. And this one is for you to keep. Merry Christmas, Monica.
Thank you.
Of course.
I love it. Okay, now you to keep. Have a royal adventure in Valdonia. Just don't come back all posh after spending Christmas with the Blue Bloods. Come on, Princess Lindsay. Don't want to miss your horse and carriage.
Yes.
Welcome to Valdonia, Miss Peterson. Butler will get your bag. It's quite grand, isn't it?
Yes.
The footman will show you to your room. Please join us for the reception in 1 hour.
Well, if you're going to watch over me like this, I guess we might as well get to know each other. I'm Lindsay. Don't worry, it's just a trinket. I'll leave the real crown wearing to you.
Hello. I'm Matilda Anand, Tilly, director of the Foundation's Mumbai branch.
Hi, Lindsay Peterson.
Lindsay Peterson of New York City.
Yeah.
Shane Kelly, Dublin.
Nice meeting you, Lindsay. Consider yourself warned about Shane.
Warned.
Not all Irishmen are full of mischief, but this one is.
Wow, just think of where you'd be without the Irish, Lindsay. Have you heard God rest ye merry gentlemen on a fiddle and a tin whistle?
Can't say that I have.
Ooh, you don't know what you're missing. Now, admittedly, it's not that restful, but certainly is merry.
See what I mean?
It's part of my charm, Tilly dear.
Oh. Well, it's nice
Good
to
afternoon. Welcome. I am pleased that the three of you have joined us before the gala. I'm sure you're wondering why you are here. It has been the great privilege of my life to serve the Foundation and the royal family. Since this is our 100th anniversary, I want it to be extra special. I am nearing retirement age, but you are young and full of innovative ideas. As a matter of fact, you are the most successful branch managers the Foundation employs. It struck me several weeks ago, an anniversary celebration should not just remember the past, but it should look to the future as well. In the Kingdom of Valdonia, we embrace centuries-old traditions, which is a wonderful thing. But some new ideas may prove helpful for the next 100 years. What do you say? I think you may just be the key to giving the royal family and Parliament some new vision. Perhaps we can unearth a roadmap to the future as we celebrate the past.
We'd be honored, sir.
Now, I must ask you to form a line just there so that the royal family can greet you. It is my great honor to introduce your hosts, Her Majesty Queen Rhaena and her son, His Royal Highness, Prince Aidan.
Thank you all for accepting the invitation to visit the palace. In less than a week, this very room will be full of guests for the holiday gala. Mr. Shane Kelly, I'm very pleased to meet you. Oh, wow. Welcome to the palace.
Thank you.
Welcome to Valdonia.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Lindsay Peterson.
From New York. I understand you've met my son.
Yes, briefly.
You've heard of King Richard the Lion-Hearted, Mother?
Of course.
I'm Prince Aidan the Grinch-Hearted.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Lindsay did me a service. She taught me how to wrap a Christmas gift.
Oh, the prince was most helpful, Your Majesty. He wrapped several gifts at the festival.
8. But alas, I believe the toys found themselves mysteriously unwrapped.
Delighted to have you, Lindsay.
Yes, Your Majesty. Oh, Your Highness.
Lindsay, no need to be so formal.
I think there is. You're not an accountant anymore.
I see. Very well, Miss Peterson. Welcome to the kingdom.
Thank you.
Please.
Willard, my friend, it's a Tuesday.
Do tell me.
Traditional French croissant with spiced cranberry jam and clotted Christmas cream.
Wonderful. We'll have 4 with tea, please.
And where is your regular Tuesday companion?
When I tell him what he's missed, he will be terribly envious. But today, we are on official Foundation business. Do you mind if I show them?
Be my guest.
Please come this way. This is the very first Festive Heart Foundation Christmas gift.
Are you daring to have a Tuesday without me, Willard?
Croissants, Your Highness, with Christmas cream.
I'll prepare one for you, Your Highness. I'm closing the shop. Sit in peace a moment.
Thank you. See, you brought them back to the very beginning.
I thought it wise, sire.
That is my great-great-aunt Helena, who was the royal baker's daughter.
Really?
Apparently having a sweet tooth runs in the family because my great-great-uncle, Prince Clovis, frequented this very bakery. And is where Helena caught his eye.
And his taste buds.
Uncle Clovis was the eldest, which made him first in line to be king. But he met a commoner with a beautiful heart. Helena was wrapping gifts for children in need as early as 1919, right here in this bakery. Her beautiful heart was worth more than the throne to Uncle Clovis. So, my great-great-grandfather, Clovis's younger brother, Humphrey, became king, and Clovis was free to marry Helena. And their love started the Festive Heart Foundation in 1921, which turned into a global effort and is 100 years old this Christmas. Humphrey gave us prosperity. Clovis taught us to give.
And they both lived happily ever after.
Indeed. But Clovis enjoyed far better pastries.
Croissant for everyone.
Ah, please.
Miss Peterson.
Lindsay, please, Your Highness.
Lindsay, I wanted to ask you to forgive me for deceiving you in New York. I meant well.
Honestly, it was a bit of a relief to find out you were the prince. I couldn't for the life of me figure out why an accountant had never wrapped a Christmas gift.
Shall we call it even then? I deceived you, you labeled me Grinch-hearted, which I admit was refreshing. Everyone is usually so careful with their words around me since my father died.
Well, I deceived you too. I rewrapped your gifts from the festival.
I knew it. The truth comes out.
I couldn't help it, okay? Somebody had to protect the reputation of Christmas. But, no, honestly, sire, you and your family and the foundation already do so admirably.
It is quite a story, isn't it?
Yes.
Helena and Clovis.
Yes. Would be king and the commoner.
Yes. Croissant.
Yes.
You heard him. He said retirement.
He said nearing retirement age. That doesn't mean Willard is retiring.
Well, what better way than to go out with a splashy Christmas gala?
And what if you're right?
Then I want the international director position. I'd be perfect.
Would you now?
Well, what if he brought the three of us here to test us? To see who's better suited?
Well, if you are right, and I don't think you are, I'd be interested in the position as well.
Well, may the best man win.
Or woman.
What about you, Lindsay? Should I consider you a competitor? Hello? Earth to Lindsay.
I'm so sorry. Were you speaking to me?
Well, what have you got there that has your rapt attention?
I was just working on an idea for the gala.
Go on. Let's hear it.
Okay, well, when Willard was talking to us about the future of the foundation, I sensed that the royal family and Parliament might need some convincing.
Blue bloods have been always stuck in their tradition. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, but when the prince was at the bakery, he was so heartfelt. You know, he's telling a story, and I think that a story is the best way to convince someone.
Go on.
What if we told the story of the foundation at the gala, using a series of gifts? Each gift box would contain a piece of the 100th year anniversary story. And then they could be unwrapped at different points during the gala, perhaps by the queen or the prince.
And this gift?
Oh, that's the last gift. So, the last gift would then reveal the future of the foundation. And if the royal family reveals the future of the foundation in front of their subjects, then surely people would agree.
Well, what's this grand future that you're referring to?
I haven't gotten that far yet.
Ladies, Shane, these are the plans for the gala thus far. Now, the orchestra will be positioned here. Platform here, dance floor, and this is our pastries table.
Looks lovely.
I've left this space blank. I was thinking of preparing a presentation of sorts to commemorate the foundation.
I think that we should tell a story using gifts. And the last gift should reveal the future. Imagine if the Queen or the Prince opened all the gifts in front of the guests. A member of Parliament would surely be convinced.
That is a fine idea, Shane. Very good work. Tilly, Lindsay, how do you feel about Shane's idea?
Yeah, very fine indeed.
Excellent. I will speak to Prince Aidan. I think he should be the one to open each gift at the gala as the future king. But it will be difficult for him to work closely with us this week. He needs to prepare for the arrival of the princess.
Who?
Prince Aidan was told just yesterday that he's been matched with Princess Dahlia of Marquesa.
Matched, as in to marry?
Well, it's still the ways in royal families to strengthen kingdoms through marriage. even in this modern age.
Wow, can't imagine.
The princess will arrive just before Christmas to meet the prince and to attend the gala. I'm quite fond of Aiden. I do hope it works out.
Yes.
So, as we're planning, let's just say we shouldn't be surprised if our gala includes an engagement.
And now...
Wonderful.
Merry Christmas, Beldonia. It is my great honor to announce the presence of His Royal Highness, Prince Aiden.
Good evening. It is lovely to be here celebrating the Kingdom Christmas tradition with you. Before we count down and light our magnificent tree, I would like to thank you all. It has always been our heartfelt wish that every child receive a gift under the tree, and it is with great excitement that we celebrate the 100th anniversary of the Festive Heart Foundation this Christmas. As we count down and light our tree, let us be mindful that our light shines beyond Valdonia to countless numbers of children across the globe. Now, shall we? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perhaps the Christmas elves didn't hear us. Shall we try again? Louder this time. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little winter gardening, Miss Peterson.
Oh, hello, Your Highness.
Why do you insist on formality? I'd much prefer if you call me Aiden.
I can't do it. I'm so sorry, but you're going to be king one day.
Right. Very well. Well, thank you for your quick thinking.
Oh.
Oh, you, may I? A stowaway.
Thank you.
Thank you. You single-handedly saved the Kingdom Christmas tree lighting.
Oh, well, of course I had to do something. You were such a, what's the opposite of a damsel in distress?
Prince in peril.
Consider yourself rescued.
Oh, thank you.
Sire, there you are. Wonderful ceremony.
Thank you, Willard. But don't give me too much credit. I had a knight in shining armor.
Oh, Your Highness.
Good morning, Lindsay. May I have a word?
Certainly.
Willard has asked me to join the gala planning today. He says Shane has come up with a tremendous idea.
Yes, that Shane is quite inventive.
I was wondering if you would help me with something else.
Of course.
As you know, I've never had occasion to shop for gifts. So, seems I'm in need of your expertise. I need to find and purchase a Christmas gift.
For Princess Dahlia.
You know about Dahlia.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. But I'm in quite a double predicament. I've never purchased a Christmas gift, and I've never met the recipient.
Oh.
But thought of having my staff do it.
No, you should definitely choose this one yourself.
Right.
I'd be honored to help you.
You would?
Of course. Okay, well, even though you've never met her, you must know something about her.
I Googled her.
Okay, well, that's a start. And what did you learn?
Good morning, Mother.
Aiden? Miss Peterson?
Your Majesty.
Oh, the kingdom owes Lindsay a debt of gratitude. She rescued the tree lighting last evening.
Is that so?
You'll excuse me, Your Majesty.
Princess Dahlia will be arriving soon. I hope you are prepared.
How exactly does one prepare for marrying a stranger, Mother? Good morning.
You've already explained about the gifts. We need more details about the plan.
Yes, Shane. Please give us the details of your plan.
Well, it was just the start of an idea, really. Maybe Lindsay has more to add.
I can't think of a single thing, Shane. Just kidding, I have an idea or two. Okay, what if we started with 6 oversized gift boxes and each one were to represent 20 years of the Foundation's history?
Oh, please, sit down. Go on.
Well, Your Highness, I was thinking you could tell the story of the Foundation's history as you open the first 5 gift boxes. Now, the first gift box would contain a picture of your Aunt Helena. Of course, we would have it enlarged so that the audience could see it clearly. And the 6th gift box, the final gift box, would represent the next 20 years, or the future of the Foundation.
I love it.
What of the future, Miss Peterson? We have long-standing traditions here in Valdonia. As you know, it changes in proposing.
Well, I do have a thought, but it's an awfully big idea.
Well, after seeing your festival in New York, I would say you specialize in big ideas. Let's hear it.
Okay. What if there was a way to make the world a more giving place?
You have a plan to make the whole world more giving.
Well...
Maybe you should work for the United Nations.
Go on, Lindsay.
No, Shane's probably right. It's probably not plausible, but I'm sure we can come up with some other wonderful ideas for the next 20 years.
I like the effort, though, Lindsay. Let's spend the day deciding what the first 5 boxes will contain, and then we'll tackle the 6th.
Okay.
Shane is in charge of constructing the oversized gift boxes.
Yes.
Tilly, with your expert graphic design skills, you will professionally format the contents of each box.
My pleasure.
Sire, we need 2 things from you. First, ask Her Majesty what she remembers. Was there something special that prompted Helena to give the first gift?
My mother knows our family history as if it happened yesterday.
Excellent. And you'll need to prepare what to say at the gala.
Lindsay and I can work on that.
That makes sense, because, Lindsay, you are in charge of the contents of the elusive box number 6. We're counting on you. I think we need a break. Dinner is in 2 hours.
If it's all the same to you, I'll stay and organize our ideas into a team task list we can all follow.
Thank you, Tilly.
Great. I could use some fresh air.
I'm going for a pint.
Summertime, these beds are filled with fragrant blooms.
You know, there's something magical, though, about the snow covering everything.
Father loved this garden. He used to take me here after a snowfall. No doubt you've seen the snowmen throughout the palace.
Mm-hmm.
Father had great wit. He would fashion people he knew out of snow.
Really? Custom snowmen.
Precisely.
Huh. Sounds like you must have been a lot of fun.
Despite the demands of ruling the kingdom, he was a wonderful father.
Well, he just knew what was truly important.
He did.
That's hard for me sometimes. I don't know, my friend Monica, she always says the only thing I have in my life is bows and gift wrap, but I actually think those are really important things to children at Christmas time.
I suspect I wouldn't fare well under Monica's scrutiny either.
Well, I guess everyone needs Well, said I wanted to get some fresh air. You want to customize the snowman?
Let's make Willard.
Yes.
But he won't be complete without spectacles, so what would work?
Okay. One moment. No peeking.
I got it.
Oh, it's perfect. Oh, yes. I would say that's the likeness of the Willard we all know and love, wouldn't you say?
It's perfect. I haven't done this in a long time. Not since my father died. Thank you.
Well, hopefully it brought back happy memories with your dad.
Carefree days. Yes. We should head back.
Yes.
Right. Goodbye, Willard. You are a puzzle, Lindsay Peterson.
Me?
Such definite thoughts on fashioning spectacles, but reluctant to share other ideas.
I don't know what you mean.
You have an idea about that sixth gift, I know you do.
Well, who dares to think they could actually change the whole world?
Fairly certain that's how all the best ideas start. Daring to think.
Speaking of ideas, I have a present idea for Princess Dahlia.
Are you changing the subject?
Well, I read that she was the patroness of a rescue animal charity. So maybe you could get her a shelter dog. You know, I mean, furry companion would really help comfort her as she's moving into a new place.
You are good at this, aren't you? Just
what?
I'm going to marry this woman. I wish I knew more about her.
Well, she's beautiful.
That she is.
Look, I'll tell you what, she's gonna arrive the day of the gala, right? Okay, so that gives us 4 more days. We could do a lot more research and we will come up with the perfect gift. And then maybe after the gala, maybe on Christmas Eve, you could present it to her. But if you're not going with the dog idea, I have to insist that I wrap the gift. Me, not you, okay? First impressions are critical, Prince Aiden.
You called me Aiden.
I called you Prince Aiden.
It's a start. Now, tell me your idea.
Well, that's more of an idea I have to show you. I assume this giant place has a kitchen, right?
Your world-changing idea begins in a kitchen.
You just might.
Now I must know. I'm dining with my mother later this evening. After.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've been meaning to ask, who is the woman in my room? The portrait above my fireplace.
You are in Lilibet's room. Remember when I mentioned King Humphrey, who assumed the throne in Clovis's stead? Mm-hmm. That was his queen from... come to think of it, I don't remember what kingdom Lilibet was from.
Well, I'm just happy to know her name. Makes our conversations less awkward.
I suspect she's a great listener.
Oh, the best.
And each gift tells the history of the Foundation.
What a nice idea. And well thought out, I should say.
Yes, but we do need your help. I know you've told me the story of Helen and Clovis many times.
Yes, wonderful people.
And the Festive Heart Foundation is such an integral part of who we are here in Valdonia. And I know it originated with Helena. I would like to tell her story properly. So I need you to fill in the details.
What would you like to know?
Do you happen to know what prompted Helena to give the first gift? The one that started the whole idea of the Foundation?
Sorry?
I just can't help thinking that it must have been something or someone who Helena was concerned about.
How would I know something like that? It's such a long time ago.
Mother, you know our family history with great detail. You must know something about Helena's motivation.
I'm sorry, Aiden. I've already told you everything I know about all that.
But, Mother...
I'm rather tired. I'll see you in the morning. Good night.
Good night, Mother.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you. Mary.
Lindsay. Lindsay Peterson. Lindsay Peterson of New York. The woman full of silly ideas.
I heard that. There you go.
When people ask how this world-changing idea began, can we leave out the part where the prince wore Christmas kittens?
Will you please pass me that bowl, sire?
No. Not until you call me by my name. Let's hear it.
Could you please pass me that bowl, Aiden?
I'll hand you two.
Okay. And now I will need you to measure out 4 cups of flour.
What are we making? No, let me guess. We are changing the world with pineapple upside down cake.
We are making cookies.
I see. Well, no, actually, I don't.
Okay. Well, now it's your turn to hear a story. My great-grandmother's name was Dora, but I called her Gigi. And she lived in the same apartment in Brooklyn her entire life, in a community where people looked out for each other. When I was little, I would go over to her house, and we would bake cookies. Well, believe it or not, that's not even the best part.
Well, I don't know if I believe you. Cookies are pretty great.
She would take such care with the cookies, decorating each one extravagantly. We never ate a single one.
Oh, that's impossible.
We would put them in little boxes, and then we would give 2 boxes to each neighbor.
Why 2 boxes?
Okay, so here's where my big silly idea comes in. She always taught me, you give 2 gifts to people, Lindsay. One for them to keep, and one for them to give. I still do it to this day. I mean, every time I give somebody a gift, I either include cookies or a small token, and...
You do?
Gigi believed that if given the chance, people would learn that they love giving more than receiving.
I think I see where you're going with this.
Aiden, the foundation could honor tradition by giving Christmas toys to each child, but what if, in the future, we give each child a gift to give as well? I mean, children who have been given so little, they would experience the pure joy of Christmas giving, and by nurturing that innate desire in them to give, you know, maybe they would grow up to be like...
Be like you. Grow up to have a beautiful heart like you.
Maybe, you could give a box of cookies to Princess Dahlia when you give her her gift.
Yes, yes, that's a lovely idea.
Next we do brown sugar.
Great.
Don't give me that look, Lilibeth. We're only making cookies. You're right. Tomorrow I need to stay far, far away from your great-great-grandson.
So, we go into each shop, we pick up the toys they've collected, and then we just get out of there.
You say thank you and recognize the time and effort it took to make the donation.
Of course. That too.
Once you have collected each toy, join the volunteers at the Village Community Center to wrap them. And it is not a race, Mr. Kelly. Questions? Off you go. I will join you in the village later. Your Majesty.
I know what you're up to.
Up to?
Have you found your replacement yet?
More assessment needed. Today should be revealing.
No one is forcing you to retire, Willard. As far as I'm concerned, you can stay on indefinitely.
That's very kind, Your Majesty.
Merry Christmas. Oh, I love how every single merchant has donated to the cause. Some of them are even wrapping gifts. It's so inspiring, isn't it? Yes.
Incoming. You two better break up the pace. I'm 4 shops ahead of you.
What's gotten into him?
Shane's got it in his head that Mr. Harlow is retiring.
What? Willard never said that.
That's what I told Shane, but he's got this crazy idea that Willard brought us here to see how we operate, to see who would be best suited to replace him.
That's why he was borrowing my ideas and acting so strange.
Who knows? Shane could be this strange all the time.
Hey, by the way, thank you so much for making the team task list.
I believe it helps when we all have clear objectives. Speaking of that, we have plenty more gifts to collect. We should get moving. We have all the wrapping to do still.
I'll take these and put them under the tree.
Oh, splendid. Absolutely splendid. Do you know where Miss Peterson is?
I'm not sure. She was here a minute ago.
Sire, we seem to have lost Miss Peterson.
Lost.
No one seems to know where she is.
Stay here. I think I know.
Doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 4th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. It's wonderful. Okay, what's your next favorite Christmas song?
Close your eyes, Your Highness. This is a surprise for you.
Aiden, Your Highness, what are you doing here?
Willard was afraid that he had lost one of our guests.
Well, you can't be in here.
Yeah, you can't be in here.
You ladies are aware that you're speaking to the future king.
Well, do you think we should show him, Penny?
Yes.
Okay.
These are for your Christmas tree, Your Highness. 2 snowmen. I heard you like them.
They are simply wonderful. Thank you, Penny.
Merry Christmas, Prince Aiden.
You know, Penny is going to meet her new family tomorrow, just in time for Christmas.
Is that so?
My new name will be Penelope Gale Willis. Isn't that a lovely name?
One of the loveliest I have ever heard. I have an idea. How would you feel if I lingered for a moment with you and Lindsay, and I made an ornament for you to take to your new home for the Willis family Christmas tree?
Yes.
Okay, well, there's your seat, Highness, and your pom-poms and pipe cleaners await. Okay. What about Black Bottles?
Yes.
Okay.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey.
I think I'm finally finished.
Can I see? I love her. What's her name?
Why? Angel Penelope Willis, of course.
Thank you, Prince Aiden.
Merry Christmas, Penny.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
Hi, I'm Jen Lilly, and you're...
You must have told her.
No, I promise you I didn't say a word.
This is a snowman with eyeglasses like the one we made.
Well, maybe they're ski goggles.
No, this is Frosty the Willard. You know it. Penny may have trouble sleeping tonight. Excited for tomorrow?
Oh, I know. You know, I didn't think there could possibly be a morning more exciting than Christmas, but Perhaps it does have some competition.
You were wonderful with her tonight. I can see why you're good at your work. Something funny?
No, just my friend Monica, she says I sell myself short. But I mean, honestly, come on. How hard could it be to want a child to experience Christmas joy?
What about the rest of your life in New York?
Well, now I really feel like you have been talking to Monica. She would tell you I don't have a life.
No beau, no someone special.
Nope.
Willard is considering retiring.
Shane was right.
Shane.
Oh, he suspects that Willard brought us here to Valdonia in order to find his replacement.
Perhaps. Would you consider the job?
No. It's just my job in New York. It's already big enough.
All right. I won't ask again. I was simply thinking that someone like you would be perfect as the face of the foundation.
That's just it. I'm not equipped to be the face of anything.
Well, I'm the face of an entire country. Believe me, I don't always feel equipped. If you've never worn a crown, you don't know how heavy it is. But, Lindsay.
I suspect your heart might be contagious. Think of how you can multiply your work beyond New York.
Multiply. Spoken like a true accountant.
It has crossed my mind these days.
Look.
It's beautiful.
Oh, the snowmen. They'll get wet.
Oh, here you go. Yours now. I'll keep it right here, near my heart for safekeeping.
Aiden, we should get back to the castle. You have a lot to prepare for this week. Well, thank you, Your Highness, for finding me and escorting me back.
It was my pleasure, Miss Peterson.
And who knows? Perhaps I'll run into you tomorrow. Completely by accident.
I can only hope.
Good night.
Good night, Lindsay.
You're a handsome fellow.
Good morning, Willard.
It's a beautiful day, Your Majesty.
Was Aiden walking with you? I haven't seen him this morning.
Neither have I, but I expect to. We still have quite a bit to plan for the gala.
When you do, send him to me immediately. You understand why, don't you, Willard?
Yes, Your Majesty.
I spoke to the King of Marquesa this morning. No need for Aiden and Dahlia to wait any longer. I've invited her to come tonight.
Tonight?
Best to get this royal romance started, don't you think, Willard?
Yes, of course.
Dahlia will be accompanied by her trusted bodyguard, a certain Philippe, I believe the king said.
How can I help?
Please, let Aiden know the princess is arriving earlier than expected.
Certainly.
If Shane makes gift number 6 oversized, then when Prince Aiden opens it up, it will reveal smaller gifts inside. And we would give 2 boxes to each guest. One for them to keep and one for them to give.
Oh, I get it. So, if the foundation starts with children around the globe,
We changed the world. Well, that's the dream, isn't it? I mean, why else do what we do?
I love it.
You do?
Love it.
It's a beautiful idea, Lindsay. I'll design small gift boxes. How do you feel about putting the words one to keep, one to give on them?
The only problem is, do we have enough time? We'll need 500 cookies for the gala.
Oh, well, I intend to speak to the royal chef. But after I've seen her aprons, oh, I know that she has an affection for Christmas.
His.
Excuse me?
The royal chef is a rather large man. Has anyone seen Prince Aidan today? Oh, well, I'll have to find him then. Lindsay, it's best if we talk to Chef right away.
Oh.
Lindsay's going to get the job.
Get back to work. There is no job except working on this gala.
I thought the prince was joining us this morning.
Oh, I haven't seen him today.
Lindsay, you and the prince.
I am helping him choose a gift for Princess Dahlia.
I see. Are you quite sure? Sometimes matters of the heart can be complicated.
Not as complicated as matters of parliament and centuries of tradition.
I suppose you're right.
I'll be all right, Willard. And besides, we have some world changing to do.
Get your coat. We're going to start right now.
Start.
I have friends in Parliament. Get ready to share your big idea.
Okay.
I have been trying to figure out what prompted Helena to give the first festive heart gift. Perhaps someone in your family knows.
Your Highness,
It's curious. Every time I ask that question, people seem to grow evasive.
I don't want to spread false rumors, sire.
What rumors are those?
Well, for years, there's been a story in my family, but we have never repeated it, sire, I assure you.
It is safe with me.
My great-great-grandmother, Helena's mother, always insisted that Helena gave the first gift to a friend from the children's home next door.
Oh. Helena knew an orphan girl and wanted to give her a gift. Makes perfect sense.
Yes, but my great-great-grandmother insisted that Helena's friend was named Lilibeth. But my family always suspected that she was confused due to her advanced years. But she vowed until the day she died that Helena's friend became the queen.
Queen Lilibeth?
But a member of the Vildonian royal family cannot marry a commoner and still assume the throne. That's why Clovis abdicated to Humphrey.
And why my family has never spoken of it. Certainly, our matriarch was mistaken all those years ago.
Right.
So well done, Lindsay.
What do you think? Members of Parliament seem so stone-faced.
That's their impressed look. When you said one to keep and one to give, I saw the Secretary of Defense twitch with excitement.
Lindsay, are you in here? Queen Lilibeth, you've got some explaining to do.
Have enough.
Thank goodness your chef loves Christmas. He agreed to bake the cookies without hesitation.
I'm glad to see you. How was your day?
Well, you won't believe this, but the girl from Brooklyn who sells herself short spoke in front of Parliament today.
You didn't.
Yes, I did. And I shared my idea, and Willard says they loved it.
See, I knew you were contagious. I seem to have caught some of your enthusiasm myself. I have stumbled onto something surprising. Not sure what it all means, but Lindsay, ever since we've met.
Your Highness, you're here. I need to speak with you.
In a minute, Willard.
I'm sorry. It's quite urgent.
I'll give you two some privacy.
I've been looking for you all day.
I went to the village bakery today, Willard. You'll never guess what I've discovered.
Princess Dahlia is in the Grand Hall.
Our Grand Hall.
Sire, allow me to introduce Her Royal Highness, Princess Dahlia Frederica Teresa of the Kingdom of Marquesa.
Your Highness, what a delightful surprise. Welcome to Valdonia.
Prince Aiden, a pleasure to meet you.
And you, Princess. You've had a long journey. Let's get you sorted. Joseph will show you to your room.
And then the Queen will receive you for dinner.
Did you sense something strange about that bodyguard?
I believe his name is Philippe.
Quite protective, isn't he?
One can never be too careful when guarding a princess. But if I may make a suggestion, sire, I wouldn't invite him on the royal honeymoon if I were you.
Do tell me, what happened next?
The bird flew right through the open window into the throne room. It was Philippe who gently caught the frightened bird and released him back to the outside air. But just as my father, the king, raised his sword to continue the knighting ceremony, a single feather floated down and landed right on his shoulder.
I can't even imagine the scene. Can you, Aiden?
Can't imagine.
Well, it's been a long day, and tomorrow is the gala. It's a pleasure to have you with us, Dahlia.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Princess.
Sit with me, son. She's simply lovely.
Yes,
You see, there was nothing to be concerned about.
Mother.
I saw the photo albums, Aiden, and I saw the space where the picture of Lilibeth used to be.
So that is Lilibeth in front of the children's home.
When Clovis announced that he was in love with the baker's daughter, the throne was automatically passed to Humphrey, the younger of the two brothers. But Humphrey met Lilibeth at Clovis's wedding. She and Helena were close friends, you see. When the king discovered that both of his heirs were prepared to abdicate for love, well, he just couldn't allow that.
So what happened?
Lilibeth was an orphan. So she was given a brand new family tree, one that followed a royal bloodline.
They invented her heritage.
No one in Parliament was the wiser. Queen Lilibeth was beloved. And that secret has been safely kept for 3 generations. But will you keep it, Aiden? You are the only royal heir. There is no younger brother this time.
I am falling for a woman from New York.
I will support you, son. Whatever you decide. Just be sure you understand the consequences. For you. For Veldonia. For Dahlia. Even for Lindsay.
I wish I were an accountant.
I beg your pardon?
Just coming to terms with the fact that my feelings are irrelevant, aren't they?
Feelings are often a royal's worst enemy.
I will do my duty, Mother. But I must speak with Lindsay.
I have to thank you, Your Majesty. If you hadn't started the Festive Heart Foundation, I may have never learned what I'm capable of. Hey, Tilly. Come on in.
Hot chocolate. I'm too excited to sleep with the gala tomorrow.
Oh, I know.
The cookie gift boxes I designed will arrive tomorrow morning, and I'll help you get them packed.
Thank you so much, Tilly. You know, I could tell why your branch in Mumbai is so successful. You're so organized. You're such a fantastic leader.
Thank you, but I don't have your creativity and ideas.
Okay, I guess we make the perfect team then.
I guess we do.
Father, please. I want to come home. But Father, you don't understand. I love someone else. I love Philippe.
Summon the car. A surprise visit to Parliament is in order.
Are you all right? Pardon me, Princess.
It's fine.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help, I'm Lindsay, by the way.
It's just... Tonight is the gala. Ever been in a predicament, Lindsay?
Well, yes, I have. I wish I knew what advice to give you, but a friend of mine recently said people who don't wear a crown have no idea how heavy it is. You know, just hang here for 1 second, okay? I'll be right back. 1 minute. My friend Monica gave this to me to give, and she said I'd know who it was for, and... well, I think it's for you. Merry Christmas, Princess. I hope it helps.
Follow my heart.
A spring wedding would be nice. Here in the garden, if you'd like. Or summer. Autumn, whichever you prefer, Princess.
Thank you, Aiden. You truly are a lovely man.
Very kind of you to say.
Yes. That's just it, isn't it? We always must know the appropriate thing to say.
Part of growing up royal, I suppose.
But
Please tell me why you've been crying.
Did you ever wish to be anything besides royal?
Funny you should ask. I've been recently fantasizing about being an accountant quite a bit.
An accountant?
Dahlia, I can assure you, I know exactly what you're going through.
You do?
Of course I do.
Philippe, would you give us a moment, please?
He certainly takes his job seriously.
Yes.
Anyway, I know this is difficult for both of us.
Aiden, I'm going home to Marquesa.
For Christmas.
Forever. I release you from our arrangement.
What about the king?
I will deal with my father. This will not come as a complete surprise to him. I recently was given a gift, an unexpected reminder of what's important.
I understand. I've met someone recently who has given me that same gift.
But thank you, Your Highness. The woman who gets to marry you someday is very fortunate.
Thank you, Princess. Almost finished.
Oh, I'm just decorating the last batch.
Sorry I didn't help.
Oh, you have important things to do. You are going to be king after all.
I'm not so sure I am.
What?
Do you care for me?
Are you feeling all right?
Do you care for me?
Aiden, I'm not really sure what I feel is relevant at the moment.
Exactly what I tried to force myself to believe. I think Clovis and Helena are onto something. What's more important? Duty or love?
Lindsay, the gift boxes have arrived. Let me help you put the cookies in.
Thank you, Tilly. Your Highness.
Tilly. Excuse me, ladies.
Carry on. We have a gala tonight. Would you please find my son?
I'll leave this here with you, Queen Lilibeth. I'm not sure if you've been watching me or watching over me, but either way, thank you. I know what I have to do.
Lindsay!
Willard. Hi.
A moment.
Yes, please come in.
What's wrong?
Prince Aiden is considering giving up the throne.
I see.
I can't let him do that, though. The people love him. And he's a man of such deep character, he needs to be the king of Valdonia. And he needs to marry Princess Dahlia. I can't stand in the way of that.
Perhaps you could see yourself as international director of the Festive Heart Foundation. I have purchased a small cottage by the sea. I would stay and help you the first year. But I believe you are the future.
Thank you so much, Willard. But I must decline. I don't think I could stand seeing Aiden every day. And I've booked the first flight out for tomorrow morning. But Tilly would be a wonderful, wonderful director. And, well, if it's all right with you, I'd like to stay in my room tonight. I know the gala is going to be amazing, but I don't think I could stand watching Aiden get engaged.
Thank you, Lindsay Peterson. The foundation may not have changed the whole world yet, but you have certainly changed us.
Thank you, Willard.
You wanted to see me, Mother?
Yes, please come in. I'm very proud of you, Aiden. I know you will be a fine king, just as your father was.
Thank you.
And I know you are prepared to resign yourself, ignore your heart, and do your duty.
Yes, but...
Nevertheless, you cannot marry Princess Dahlia.
Lindsay? I'm coming in.
Tilly.
I just spoke to Willard. What's going on?
I'm not going to the gala.
And why not?
It's complicated.
I could see that in the kitchen. You love the prince, Lindsay.
He needs to marry Princess Dahlia.
Yes, I know. But does that mean you should make yourself small?
Small?
Don't sell yourself short. You worked hard for this night. It was all your idea.
Yeah, but...
Look, I brought 4 different gowns to this gala. I just couldn't decide. Now, let's make sure the prince remembers you, shall we? Come on. Lindsay, you ready?
I'm not sure this is a good idea.
Let's go. The gala awaits.
I just need a minute.
If you're not down in 5 minutes, I'm sending the royal guards.
This is nice.
It's been quite fun, hasn't it?
I just can't believe that I was wrong about Willard's retirement. My Irish senses are usually spot on.
Willard, a word.
Of course, Your Highness.
Have we lost a guest again?
Sire?
Seems Miss Peterson is missing. Don't tell me I must fetch her from the children's home once again.
She's not coming to the gala.
Why not?
She was unwilling for you to give up the throne, knowing how much Valdonia needs you.
Welcome to the Christmas Gala, celebrating 100 years of the Festive Heart Foundation. I know that the Prince, Sir Willard Harlow, and several foundation managers from around the globe have prepared a presentation for us. Please give them your attention.
It is a special year for the kingdom. I am proud to say that for 100 years, we have been making an impact all over the world each Christmas. Tonight, we will celebrate the great history of the Foundation and take a glimpse of its future. And now, I would like you all to meet Helena. And to date, we have foundation offices in 105 countries, delivering toys to children each Christmas. Which brings us to the future. Willard Harlow. He's like family. Foundation is forever indebted to you.
Sire.
Happy retirement is well deserved. I would like to introduce the new international director of the Festive Heart Foundation, Tilly Anand. Now, before I open the final gift, I met someone recently who changed me. Her joy was somewhat contagious, and she had a big idea. And because of her beautiful heart, the kingdom will now be giving 2 gifts every Christmas. One to keep, and one to give. Will you join me, Lindsay?
What are you doing?
Parliament has already approved this future initiative. So, to demonstrate just how this works, I have 2 gifts for Lindsay. The first is the gift to give. Box of cookies. Each of you will receive one at the end of the evening. Please give it in the true spirit of Christmas. This gift is for Lindsay to keep, if she so chooses. I wrapped it myself.
I can see that.
Open it. This belonged to Queen Lilibeth, who, as it turns out, was not a royal. I believe she would want a woman with a beautiful heart like her friend Helena to wear it.
Aiden, I can't let you give up.
Parliament has approved our future as well. My mother told them our story. And you know how convincing stories can be. I love you, Lindsay Peterson. Will you be my queen and help me change the world?
Yes. Yes.